Vintage Hollywood, while celebrated for its elegance and remarkable performances, harbored a darker side. Beneath the surface of fame and fortune, many stars battled personal demons, often turning to alcohol as a means of escape. The pressures of stardom, coupled with the relentless scrutiny of the public eye, led some of these icons to a tragic reliance on drinking. As we delve into the lives of the 13 worst alcoholics in Hollywood history, we uncover stories of talent overshadowed by addiction. Some of these individuals faced devastating consequences, with their struggles culminating in heartbreaking outcomes. The toll of their choices not only affected their careers but also their personal lives, leaving a legacy marked by both brilliance and despair. The journey through their lives reveals the harsh realities that often accompany the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, reminding us that behind the curtain, the battle with addiction can be a relentless fight. Known for his charming presence and adventurous roles, Errol Flynn's life was marked by a struggle with alcohol. This famous Australian actor, celebrated for his swashbuckling performances in films like Captain Blood and The Adventures of Robin Hood, faced a severe drinking problem that overshadowed his career. Reports suggest that he often consumed a bottle of vodka daily, a habit that not only affected his health, but also his relationships and professional life. Flynn's addiction drove him to extreme measures to satisfy his cravings. In a bizarre twist, he would inject vodka into oranges, a method that allowed him to consume alcohol discreetly. This behavior highlighted the depths of his addiction and the lengths he would go to maintain his drinking habits. Despite his talent and charisma, Flynn's battle with alcohol ultimately defined much of his legacy, making him a prominent figure in discussions about the worst alcoholics in Hollywood history. His story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of addiction and its impact on even the most celebrated lives. Judy Garland, the beloved actress known for her role as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, faced immense challenges throughout her life, particularly with alcoholism and substance abuse. The pressures of Hollywood were overwhelming, and they took a significant toll on her mental and physical health. From a young age, Garland was thrust into the spotlight, where the demands of fame and the expectations of her studio contributed to her struggles. She often turned to alcohol and drugs as a way to cope with the stress and anxiety that came with her career. Despite her incredible talent and the joy she brought to millions, her personal life was marked by turmoil. Garland's battles with addiction led to numerous health issues, including cirrhosis of the liver, which further complicated her already fragile state. Tragically, her life came to an end when she died from a barbiturate overdose, a heartbreaking conclusion to a life filled with both extraordinary achievements and profound suffering. Her story serves as a poignant reminder of the darker side of fame and the devastating impact of addiction. Jackie Gleason was a beloved American comedian known for his larger-than-life personality and unforgettable performances. However, behind the laughter lay a serious struggle with alcoholism. Throughout his career, Gleason often performed while under the influence, which became a troubling pattern. His heavy drinking was not just a phase, it worsened as he aged, leading to significant health problems. Friends and colleagues noted that his drinking affected his work and personal life, yet he remained a cherished figure in entertainment. Sadly, his battle with alcohol contributed to various health issues over the years. Ultimately, Jackie Gleason's life was cut short when he succumbed to colon cancer. His legacy as a comedic genius is often overshadowed by the darker aspects of his life, particularly his struggles with alcohol. The impact of his addiction serves as a reminder of the challenges many face, even those who bring joy to others through their art. Marie Prevost, a talented silent film actress, faced a tragic decline in her life due to alcoholism and depression. Her early career was marked by success, as she starred in numerous films during the 1920s, captivating audiences with her charm and beauty. However, personal tragedies began to take a toll on her mental health. The loss of loved ones and the pressures of the film industry contributed to her downward spiral. As her career waned, she struggled to find roles that matched her earlier fame, leading to feelings of inadequacy and despair. In the years that followed, Prevost turned to alcohol as a way to cope with her pain. This addiction consumed her life, pushing her further into isolation. Friends and colleagues noticed her decline, but the support she needed was often out of reach. Eventually, she found herself living in poverty, a stark contrast to her once glamorous lifestyle. Tragically, she died alone in her small apartment, her body discovered only after concerned neighbors reported not seeing her for days. Her story serves as a haunting reminder of the struggles many face behind the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. Known for his powerful performances, Oliver Reed was a famous British actor who gained recognition in films like Oliver and The Trap. However, his life was overshadowed by his extreme alcoholism. Reed's drinking habits were notorious, with reports of him consuming up to 100 pints of beer in just 24 hours. This excessive drinking not only affected his health, but also his career. Despite his talent, his struggles with alcohol often led to erratic behavior and difficulties on set. Tragically, his life came to an untimely end during a break in filming Gladiator. At that time, he had consumed a large amount of alcohol, which ultimately contributed to his death. Reed's legacy is a complex one, marked by his impressive acting skills and the dark shadow of his addiction. His story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of alcoholism in the entertainment industry, highlighting how it can impact even the most talented individuals. Gail Russell was a beautiful Hollywood actress whose life took a tragic turn due to her struggle with alcohol. Initially, she began drinking to calm her nerves while on set, a common coping mechanism for many in the high-pressure world of film. However, what started as a way to manage anxiety quickly spiraled into chronic alcoholism. As her drinking increased, it began to affect her career and personal life. The pressures of Hollywood, combined with her reliance on alcohol, created a downward spiral that was difficult to escape. In the end, Gail's battle with alcohol led to severe health issues, particularly liver damage. She was found dead in her home, with an empty vodka bottle by her side, a heartbreaking testament to her struggles. Her story serves as a poignant reminder of the dangers of alcohol abuse, especially in an industry that often glamorizes drinking. Gail Russell's life and untimely death highlight the darker side of fame and the toll it can take on individuals who find themselves unable to cope with the pressures surrounding them. William Holden, an Academy Award-winning actor, is often remembered for his remarkable talent and charm on screen. However, his life was marked by a deep struggle with alcoholism that overshadowed his career. Despite his success in films like Sunset Boulevard and Stalag 17, Holden's personal battles were intense and often tragic. He became known for his heavy drinking, which affected his relationships and work. Friends and colleagues noted his erratic behavior and the toll that alcohol took on his health. In a heartbreaking turn of events, Holden's life came to a tragic end. He died alone in his apartment after slipping and hitting his head while intoxicated. The injury caused him to bleed to death, a grim conclusion to a life filled with both brilliance and despair. His story serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of addiction, even for those who seem to have it all. The legacy of William Holden is not just one of cinematic achievement, but also a cautionary tale about the struggles many face with alcohol. Jack Cassidy was a multi-talented actor and singer who made a significant mark in the entertainment industry. However, his life was overshadowed by struggles with alcoholism and bipolar disorder. These challenges deeply affected his personal and professional life, leading to a tragic end. Cassidy's battle with alcohol was well known, and it often interfered with his career and relationships. Despite his talent, the grip of addiction was too strong, and it ultimately led to his untimely demise. In a heartbreaking turn of events, Cassidy died in a fire after falling asleep while smoking, heavily intoxicated. The circumstances of his death were shocking and tragic, as his charred body was discovered near the front door of his apartment. This incident serves as a grim reminder of the dangers of alcoholism and the impact it can have on individuals and their loved ones. Cassidy's story is a poignant example of how addiction can lead to devastating consequences, leaving behind a legacy that is both remarkable and tragic. Montgomery Clift was a talented actor known for his intense performances and emotional depth. He was one of the pioneers of method acting, a style that emphasizes a deep connection to the character's emotions and experiences. However, his life took a tragic turn after a devastating car crash in 1956. This accident not only altered his appearance, but also left him with chronic pain that he struggled to manage. In the aftermath, Clift turned to alcohol and drugs as a way to cope with his physical and emotional suffering. His substance abuse became increasingly severe, affecting his health and career. Despite his immense talent, the toll of addiction was evident in his later performances. Clift's struggles culminated in his untimely death from a heart attack in 1966, with substance abuse playing a significant role in his decline. His story serves as a poignant reminder of the challenges faced by many in the entertainment industry. W.C. Fields, an American comedian and actor, is often remembered for his unique style and humor, which included a notable fondness for alcohol. This characteristic was not just a part of his on-screen persona, but also reflected his real-life struggles. Fields often portrayed characters who were heavy drinkers, and this portrayal resonated with audiences. However, as time went on, his fondness for alcohol became a serious issue in his personal life. The line between his comedic roles and reality blurred, leading him down a path of addiction that would ultimately take a toll on his health. His battle with alcoholism was long and painful, affecting his relationships and career. Fields spent his final days in a sanitarium, where he continued to struggle with the effects of his addiction. His life serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of alcohol, especially in the high-pressure world of Hollywood, where many have faced similar demons. Fields remains a significant figure in the history of American comedy, but his legacy is also a reminder of the darker side of fame and addiction. Known for his powerful performances, Richard Burton was a highly acclaimed Shakespearean actor whose talent was overshadowed by his struggle with alcohol. He became notorious for consuming 3 to 4 bottles of hard liquor each day. This excessive drinking took a toll on his health and career. Friends and colleagues often expressed concern as they witnessed his steady physical decline. Burton's once commanding presence on stage and screen began to fade, affected by the effects of alcohol on his body and mind. His relationships also suffered, particularly with his famous wife, Elizabeth Taylor, as their tumultuous love story was marked by both passion and pain, often fueled by their shared struggles with addiction. Despite his immense talent and numerous accolades, including multiple Academy Award nominations, Burton's battle with alcoholism ultimately contributed to his early death. His story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of addiction, reminding us that even the brightest stars can fall victim to their demons. Rita Hayworth was a shining star during the golden age of Hollywood, known for her beauty and talent. However, her life was marked by struggles with alcohol abuse. Initially, her family and friends thought her behavior changes were due to dementia. This misunderstanding overshadowed her true condition, which was later diagnosed as Alzheimer's disease. As her health declined, her drinking worsened, leading to significant personal and professional challenges. The glamorous image she projected on screen contrasted sharply with her private battles. Despite her success in films, the toll of alcohol took a heavy weight on her life. Rita's story serves as a poignant reminder of the hidden struggles many face, even those who seem to have it all. Her legacy is not just in her films, but also in the lessons learned from her struggles with addiction and mental health. The impact of her life and choices continues to resonate, highlighting the complexities of fame and personal demons. From an early age, John Barrymore faced the struggles of alcoholism, a battle that would haunt him throughout his life and career. Born into a family of actors, he was destined for the spotlight, but his talent was often overshadowed by his addiction. As he rose to fame in Hollywood, his drinking became more severe, affecting his performances and relationships. Despite his remarkable skills on stage and screen, his erratic behavior and inability to maintain professionalism led to a decline in his career. Directors and producers grew wary of his unreliability, and roles that could have solidified his legacy slipped away. As the years went by, the toll of alcohol on his health became evident. He suffered from various complications related to his drinking, which ultimately contributed to his untimely death. John Barrymore's story serves as a cautionary tale about the destructive power of addiction, illustrating how even the most talented individuals can be brought down by their demons. His legacy is a mix of brilliance and tragedy, a reminder of the fine line between success and self-destruction. The stories of these Hollywood stars reveal the deep struggles they faced with alcohol. Many of them started their careers with great promise, showcasing immense talent and charm. However, the pressures of fame often became overwhelming. The constant attention from fans and the media created a sense of isolation, leading some to seek solace in alcohol. This reliance on drinking not only affected their health, but also strained relationships with family and friends. As their addiction worsened, their careers suffered, with some facing public scandals and professional setbacks. The tragic outcomes of their battles with alcohol serve as a reminder of the hidden challenges behind the glamorous facade of Hollywood. While they entertained millions, their personal lives were often filled with pain and regret. The legacy of these individuals is a complex mix of brilliance and sorrow, highlighting the harsh realities of addiction in a world that often overlooks the struggles of its stars.